Hey guys, I'm gonna back here for the video, guys. Welcome back to episode of my Madden custom mascot stadium series thingy. I don't really have a serious title for this, but today we added the beautiful Denver Broncos mascot to the outside of the Broncos stadium. And I'll be honest with you, this might actually be cursed. I also added more than I actually thought I was going to add. I was supposed to just add like one or two. I added a crap ton. I don't know why the texture on this is actually not really working well. I mean, you can see the outline of him and kind of get a general gist, and we'll look at his render in a second in Blender. But for the most part, I'm actually surprised his outline is like so good for how bad the quality of the texture is. Like, again, this is one of those things where it's like the texture is kind of messed up. Madden, when you are transferring anything into Madden when it comes to textures, it just sometimes messes up and glitches and has problems. But you can see he is just standing there with his arms crossed, and he is the Bronco, obviously. And actually, I thought we had a... Well, look at the mesh. I don't know if the front of the statue is supposed... I think it's supposed to have Broncos logo, but I don't see it on here. So either this might just be glitched, or I might be misremembering that. But how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 8, 30, 31, 32, 33. I think it's like around 33. Still a crap ton. Don't get me wrong, a metric crap ton here. I don't know. It's kind of weird how we have like ones that are like white and then we have ones that are black. Normally when I input this, they're usually all the same texture, but for whatever reason in this one, they're actually different textures. We have obviously a black texture one, we have a white texture one, and for the idea that it, again, just didn't come out as well as it could have, it actually works out pretty well for like the different color scheme. I kind of like that. Like this side is the black one, this side's the white one. I don't know why the tail is actually a different texture than the body. Like everything is the same texture except for the tail. The tail is like a complete different unit apparently. But again, like I said, you know, for what it is, I think it worked out pretty well. Made it a little bit bigger than I wanted to. Whenever I do these statues, I want to make them big and like, you know, broad and out there. But I don't want to make them like too crazy humongous, because I feel like they do take, you know, too much space up. And then I think if you make them too big, then it kind of glitches out everything as well. Again, whenever I do these mods or I do these like adding statues to the stadiums and stuff, it glitches a lot. I mean, it is almost impossible to load the game up. It might take me 7 or 8 times to load the game up just to get the what's it called? Game to load up. I'm sorry. I had to pause right there because that tail is insanely weird. The fact that it's a different color completely just seems so weird to me, and every time I see it, I just have to pause for a second. Anyway, let's look at what it looked like in Blender and what it's actually supposed to look like. And I am actually correct that it's supposed to have a Denver Broncos logo on the very front. You can see right here. Got Broncos. We got ourselves the actual Bronco, you know, with his arms crossed. We got the back, which again looks very, very good, obviously, in Blender. Doesn't always do too well in Madden, but for the most part, again, yeah, we're supposed to have Denver Broncos logo, which I don't really see. Now, obviously, the mesh is kind of messed up, but normally we could at least see an outline of something, but it looks like for the pedestal, the Blender, like, Madden just completely messed up everything when it came to the actual stand he's standing on. But for the actual face-wise, you can see the structure is there. It's not a bad structure. Again, it's just a texture for some reason. Sadly, with Madden, you can't actually choose your textures for these statues. You kind of just have to go in it and hope it works. And you kind of take the results of what you get. But for the most part, again, like I said, not the worst in the world compared to other ones. But definitely disappointed in some capacity. Just because, I don't know. Again, I do like the fact that those white versions and then those black versions of it. I think that's kind of cool. I didn't expect to get both the versions, expect to get one or the other. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.